Welcome back to Surviving and Thriving, where we share with you the things that we have learned as we have transitioned our family from struggling to survive disease to thriving right smack dab in the midst of it, in the hopes that something that we share with you will help you, enlighten you, and encourage you as you transition your family from struggling to survive disease to thriving right smack dab in the midst of it. When you are overcoming, conquering health challenges, sickness, and disease, there are different levels and in that you go through, different seasons, different stages, and it may go back and forth between stages. You may have times where you're in really dark seasons. You may have times where you're not really in a dark season, but you're not really in a good season. You're kind of holding on, maintaining, but things may seem to be going in a bad way, right? You may have a place where you're just maintaining. You're not full of strength, but you're not at your weakest. You're just kind of maintaining. And then there's times when you are better than maintaining. You're on an upward stroke, but you're not quite where you need to be. And then there's other times where you're full of strength. You're full of life. You're not where you once have been, or where you would be, where you're not going through the things that you're going through, but you're at a strong place, a place maybe you haven't even been in a long time. And if you're in that place, great. I'm so happy for you. It's a good place to be in when you feel that energy and that life flowing through you. If you're not there, hang on, keep fighting, keep moving forward, because you will get there. You can get there, but don't give up. You got to keep doing the things you know you need to do and outlive what's trying to take you out. Okay? You can get there. You can get there. Now, if you're in a good place, right, we're going to do a couple of videos about some of the pitfalls of being in a good place. And here's one of the videos that we're going to do. And the pitfall that I want to talk to you about today, about being in a good place, is sometimes you can get the mindset that you're in this good place, you're feeling so good, you have so much strength, you have so much energy, more than what you've accustomed to having with all the struggles that you go through, and you're able to do more than you've been able to do in a while. And even though the more that you're able to do isn't everything, but it feels like everything to you, because you're like, wow, you're on a whole nother level you might not have been in a long time. And sometimes we can get the mindset, you guys, that euphoric feeling of that energy, that euphoric feeling of that strength can give us the mindset that we will never ever go back. That, you know, we've hit this level, we're going to keep coming out of it. We very well can. We very well may. And that's a good thing. You want to kind of think like that in a little bit. But a pitfall you need to avoid with thinking like that is sometimes when you start thinking like that, you stop doing the things that got you to where you are, which in turn will cause you to go backwards. And we don't want to go backwards. We want to keep moving forward. We don't want to be in maintaining. We don't want to be in weak seasons. We don't want to be in crisis seasons and dark seasons. We want to stay where the light is in good, strong seasons, healthier seasons, right? And so when you do all of this, you're in a bad place and you're doing really hard, you're fighting hard, you're going through some things, you're eating right, you're taking the things you're supposed to be taking, you're getting the sleep you need to be getting, you're doing everything that you can do, keeping your spirit clean, you're doing all this stuff because you're fighting like the dickens to get out of this bad place. And you fight like the dickens because you're out of the bad place, but you need to get out of maintaining and just alive and get to where you're strong. And you get there, and then you're feeling so good, you stop taking the herbs, you stop doing the supplementation, you stop eating right, you stop getting the sleep that you needed, because now you got all this energy, all this stuff you've been longing to do. You're trying to do it all at one time. You guys, I'm going to tell you, I've been here a lot, right? And you feel that energy and you're doing all this stuff, and you might feel good. You might be able to do some stuff and you be like, whoa, I made it through the whole day and it didn't wear me out. I did it. You might keep doing that for a while, and your body might hold up with you for a while. But as you do that, you're putting on more and you're taking off some. You're out of the house more, you're doing more, you're not eating things you should be doing, not getting the food in, not getting the water intake in, you're cutting back on some of those things you're needing to do. Guess what? Your body is holding up and it's keeping you going, and you're all excited about it, and then you'll start noticing, whew, I'm a little tired today, right? And you might jump back up the next day and it's like, whoa, that sleep, it did it. I'm full of strength again. Wow, let's go at it. And you might do it and you realize, I'm a little tired too. And you do it again and you go back to sleep. You wake up the next morning feeling good. But eventually what you're going to find in a few short weeks, if it takes that long, right, is that sleep isn't going to get it anymore. Your recovery time is a little bit slower, right? That bounce back is a little bit slower. I'm getting some sleep. I wake up and I'm still a little tired. But I might be able to get it to kick in a little bit and I'm gone with the wind. Hey, let's go. We getting it done. Then at the end of the day, I'm getting tired. I'm really tired. Wake up the next morning, it's a slow day. Then you're going to notice that slow morning, but that burst of energy comes later and later. Then you find it takes you a while to get it back together. Why? Because your eating is off. You stop doing all the things, the drinking the good water you need to get, to taking the things that you need to take, to sleeping the way, all the things that you did to get you to that good place, you let it slide. And then you find yourself somewhere you don't want to be. I'm going to tell you something, you guys. There is a place. I've been in some places, and there's some places I refuse to go back to. I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back to them places. There's some things, if I start seeing some signs and start feeling some stuff, there's been places, you guys, you can get, this, you can get so tired and so exhausted that it hurts, right? Or you get to the place where your body starts shutting itself down because it can't go no more, it can't do no more, and it don't feel good. Even when you're asleep, at least for me, I know I've experienced, even when I'm asleep, I'm hurting in my sleep. I feel my body going through changes, trying to repair itself, even in my sleep, and I don't like that place. I don't like that place, and I don't like where it leads to. So there's a lot of things that we have to do to make sure that we don't take ourselves back, right? That we go backwards into a worse state or a weakened state or a darker season because of something that we did or done to ourselves. We want to be really mindful of that. So when you're in the high seasons, when you're in the good seasons, do the things that helped you to get there. You have to maintain things that you did to help you to get to that place. Please avoid that pitfall. You guys, I have gone through that a lot. And I'm pretty good at trying to balance some things out with that. However, I still slip up. I don't allow myself to get to a certain place. When I see that I'm starting to go down, I say, ooh, hold up. Ooh, signs. I know this. We're not going here. Let's stop it before it gets somewhere else. So what are things that I look for that help me, right? If I see that, if I see it's taking me a little longer to recover, that's a sign. When it's taking me longer to recover, that's a sign that I need to pull back and I need to regroup and do the things that I need to do. If I see there's some things that I was doing at full strength that now I'm not able to do. So I do yoga, right? So if I'm able to do a yoga practice and then all of a sudden I find that to try to get 10 minutes in is a big struggle, and I'm doing 10 minutes of a real gentle, a real easy yoga practice, something that shouldn't be, very strenuous or hard at all, and it's a fight to get to 10 minutes, and when I know normally I can do that 10 minutes of that particular yoga with no problem, and I can actually do 20 minutes of it with no problem, then that tells me that I'm not able to do what I once was able to do. My body is tired. It's time to pull back. You know your body. You know the things that you're going through, the health issues and challenges that you're overcoming. You know what the signs are for you. So you need to know what the specific things are for you. I know that if I'm up and I'm teaching my kids and I'm doing really good, and then all of a sudden I don't know how to explain the usage of a comma, right? I know it's time for me to go and lay down, because now it's hard to think. It's hard to figure stuff out. Something simple becomes hard. I'm overdoing it. You start seeing them bags under. I hate when I see bags under my eyes. I know I'm not getting enough sleep. I'm pushing it too hard. Know the signs for yourself. Avoid the pitfall. If you're in a good place, stay in a good place. If you go backwards for any reason, let it not be because of something you did intentionally or non-intentionally. Let it not be because of something you let up on. Do the things that got you to where you are. Keep maintaining your place of being in a good position by maintaining the things that got you there. I hope something in there was helpful for you. And all things, remember, do you. Until next time. Bye.